All right, good afternoon. We're back for our afternoon docket. I'm Judge Jackie Powell. We're going to start with the first appearance docket, and then we'll move to the hearings docket. For those of you who are here for first appearance, today is just a day that we're going to make a determination as to probable cause, and then we'll talk about release conditions. It is not your trial date, so please don't talk about your case on the record because everything in this courtroom is being recorded and can be used against you at another time. So we will start this afternoon with Charmaine Whipple.
She's here present, Judge at Maine, and at this, come on up, ma'am, and she declined the services of public defender.
All right, Ms. Whipple, you're before the court for a traffic capias matter. Operating without a valid license is the charge. Ma'am, what do you plan on doing?
Bonding.
Okay, so just so you know that this is a no-show for hearing November of last year. So if you post your bond, which is $500, you've got to make sure that the clerk has your correct address so that you know when you have to come back to court, so you're not in this place again.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, if you wish to resolve your case, State, would you have an offer today?
Yes, withhold court cost.
Otherwise, if you wish to resolve your case today, the sentence would be a withhold adjudication and court costs. Just so you know. All right?
Yes.
So what do you wish to do?
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. As best as you can, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. So, Ms. Whipple, you understand everything that's going on here today?
Yes.
You understand that at this time you'll be resolving this charge of operating without a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, and so, you understand that you have the right to go to trial, that by taking a plea today, you're giving up that right? You've got to say yes or no.
Yes.
All right. Have you ever been treated for a mental or emotional illness?
No.
And you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, by taking a plea, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes.
Yes.
Okay, what plea do you wish to enter, guilty or no contest?
What was that again?
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I accept your no contest plea, find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and your sentence is a withhold adjudication and court costs. Good luck. Alyssa Bird.
Ms. Bird is present here at Maine, Judge. She's approaching. Come on up, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Bird, you're before the court. Count 1 is grand theft auto. Count 2 is driving while license suspended. The court does find probable cause.
Judge, and speaking of Ms. Bird, she did contact her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is going to be posting her bond. We just wanted to check real quick to see if it's already been posted or
All
not.
right, your bond has been posted. Good luck, ma'am. Star Salvador.
Page 2. I think she's a different facility. Hold on one moment, Judge. I'm trying to find out for you. Page 2. North Broward, Judge. North Broward.
All right. Star Salvador.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try and find her, Your Honor, because when I did the research, it said main jail. So if you give me a minute, can we put on recall?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Langevin.
He's here present at Maine, Judge, but he advises he has private counsel. I believe my colleague may have already attempted to contact him.
Okay.
I think he's actually in trial this afternoon.
Mr. Maloff is in trial?
I believe so before Judge Powell.
Oh. Sir, your attorney is Robert Maloff?
Yes, ma'am.
He's in trial today, so he's not gonna be able to come to court this afternoon.
Okay.
So we can proceed without him and set the bond, or or we can reset. I don't even know if
Yeah.
if he'll still be in trial tomorrow morning. So
Yeah,
Yes, Your Honor. The first thing you said.
to
Set the
just
bond.
okay, all right,
yeah, my understanding is they're just doing jury selection openings today.
yeah, yeah. All right, you have 2 counts of domestic battery by strangulation, and count 3 is touch or strike battery.
Your Honor, I have no objection to the court finding no PC and RORing on count 2. Looking at the booking and reading the allegations, it looks like the officer's intent was to have count 1 and count 2, not 1 count of battery and 2 separate counts of strangulation.
Okay. All right, so it's just 1 count of domestic battery by strangulation, and then 1 count of touch or strike battery is what I'll find probable cause for. Okay? All right, Mr. Langevin, is there anything that you wish to say in regards to your bond? About
What
how
do
much
you?
you can afford, about if you're
Oh.
working?
Yeah. Start work this week, but yeah, I can afford whatever the bond does.
Okay. All right, state?
Your Honor, I'm being advised that there's no criminal history.
Yes.
Based on the level of violence, I'd be requesting a $10,000 bond on 1, $2,500 on 2, no victim contact.
Oh, I. Okay. What do I say? I don't know. I can't afford $10,000, Your Honor.
Okay.
What do I?
All right, Mr. Langevin, on count 1, I'm going to impose a $5,000 bond, and then on count 3, a $2,500 bond. So you have a total of $7,500. No victim contact until further order of the court. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So no phone calls, no text message, no social media. Did you both live in the same location?
No, ma'am.
All right, so then we don't have to worry about you having to get any items, so no contact until further order of the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Dean Seeley?
Mr. Seeley is here present, Judge at Maine. Come on up, Mr. Seeley.
Judge, just so you know, also, I was contacted by North Broward. The lady that, Miss Salvatore, who
Yeah.
was in transport, she's actually still at the main jail, so they are gonna bring her up.
Okay,
She hadn't been moved yet, so.
okay, all right.
Okay,
As soon
thank
as she's, whatever location, you can let me know.
No problem.
All right, Dean Seeley. Mr. Seeley, you are before the court for 3 counts of petty theft. And the court does find probable cause.
Judge, in speaking to Mr. Seeley, unfortunately, Mr. Seeley is homeless. He's financially indigent. He first wishes for me to ask the court if the court would consider resolving these matters today. If the court or the state does not have a plea offer based on his inability to post any sort of bond, we're going to be asking for the court to consider releasing him on pretrial release.
Your Honor, the state has no offer, there's restitution in this matter. State would be opposing any type of non-monetary release. Mr. Seeley was just before Judge Murphy on yesterday for a theft and trespass, and he pled that out, time served. And then it looks like he immediately went to this establishment, ordered a food and drink, had no money for it. The same establishment 2 times within the past week he's gone to. and did the same exact thing.
All right, Mr. Seeley is going to have to post his bond.
And Your Honor, that is asked for an order of no return to
What is this? What is this?
Georgie's Alibi in Wilton Manors.
George's alibi?
Yes.
Okay, sir, no return to that location. Vaughn Gardner?
Judge, he's at North Broward, but
Oh,
it's
I'm
a-
sorry.
It's a medical reset.
Okay. Gardner's a medical reset, and then Star Salvadori at North Broward?
She's actually at, she's
Oh,
actually
she's at Maine?
jail. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we were waiting for them to bring her in. All right, so apparently Miss Salvadori is at the main jail, so once she gets in, let me know. Neil?
Thank you, Judge.
Neil Hales?
Mr. Hales is here, present, Judge. He's approaching, and he declined the services of public defender.
All right, Mr. Hales, you're before the court for one count of DUI, and count 2 is driving on the wrong side of a divided highway. That's not for magistrate. The court does find probable cause. Sir, is there anything you wish to say in regards to your bond?
I did get $1,000 bond.
Right, that's what you have. Does the state have any,
Could it be lower?
did you have anything to say?
I was just gonna ask that it be kept in place. His previous DUI was in 2015, and that was with breath results of .224220.
All right. Okay, Mr. Hales, then your bond is $1,000, sir. Good luck. Jordan Bradley?
Mr. Bradley is here at Maine.
No, who's this?
Come on up, Mr. Bradley.
Which jail are you at?
Mr. Bradley, you're before the court on one count of operating a motor vehicle with expired license. I find probable cause. What does Mr. Bradley wish to do?
Judge, at this time I'm speaking, Mr. Bradley, I'm going to be asking for an R on his behalf. He's working right now. He works at Five Guys, been there for about 8 months, making about $9.50. He lives locally here in Plantation. He's 19 years old, been here his whole life. His dad is a cook. That's the person who's going to post his monetary bond, but because I believe that he has a clean adult record, I'm going to be asking for an R on his behalf.
Okay,
I have no objection, Judge.
all right, so we'll grant the RR.
Thank you.
Harold Bellany?
Mr. Bellany, come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Bellany is before the court today for, count 1 is false ID given to a law enforcement officer. Count 2 is driving while license suspended. Then, counts 3, 4, and 5 are traffic capious matters. And counts 6 and 7 are misdemeanor capious matters. The court does find probable cause.
Judge, I just speak with Mr. Bellany. I did advise him he has a court date tomorrow at 9 a.m. in reference to some of the outstanding capiouses. So at this time, nothing to add by the defense.
All right. All right, so, the bonds are in place on the capious matters and $100 on count 1. Anthony Connolly?
Mr. Colony, come on up. Mr. Connolly is approaching, Judge.
All right, Mr. Connolly, you have a misdemeanor capious on a possession of cannabis charge, 20 grams or less. The court does find probable cause.
Judge, in speaking to Mr. Connolly, he thought this case was resolved. He was here before you, I believe, last month with the the possession of cannabis in which he was given an offer of a withhold, he thought he was resolving everything. I explained to him, no, this was actually an incident which occurred on March 1st. So, Judge, he's asking if the court would consider resolving this possession of cannabis to withhold judicial notice of time served.
Mr. Connolly resolve something.
The offers are withhold in court cost, Judge, from the state.
All right, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Connolly, you can put your hand down. Do you understand everything that's going on here today, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
Yes.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No.
Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney?
No.
Do you understand that you have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you are giving up that right?
I understand.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, I have not.
And do you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, by taking a plea today, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes.
What plea do you wish to enter, sir?
No comment.
All right, I accept your no contest plea, find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and your sentence is a withhold adjudication and court costs. Good luck. Carl August.
We have Miss Salvador has been brought.
All right, so Miss Salvador,
She's approaching, Judge.
Star Salvador. Miss Salvador, you're before the court for possession of MDMA and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court does find probable cause. Anyone wish to be heard as the bond?
Yes, Judge. And speaking Miss Salvador, from what she advised me, she's financially indigent, and nobody's going to be able to afford to post a monetary bond. She's going to be requesting that the court consider releasing her on pretrial release.
Okay.
One moment. I have no objection with random testing.
All right, so Ms. Salvador will be on pretrial, will be released to pretrial supervision with random drug testing.
Here's the location of pretrial. Hold on to it. So you're here at the main jail. You walk across the street. They're going to be closed by the time you get there today, so you have to report there first thing tomorrow morning. If you don't show up, there's a warrant issued for your arrest. Good luck, man.
All right, good luck. Carl August.
Mr. August, come on up. Oh, Judge, he's here present, and he declined the services of public defender.
All right, Mr. August, you're before the court for one count of arson. And so the court does find probable cause. Is there something you wish to say in regards to your bond?
How much is it?
Well, I have to set it, so you need to, if you wish to say anything about how much you can afford, if you have a job, if someone is gonna post it for you, now is the time that I'll hear that.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Auguste has really no criminal history other than a traffic prior. That being said, I am concerned, not just based on the allegations, but the alleged statement that Mr. Auguste made as to why he did this. I'm going to be requesting a $20,000 bond, pretrial release with a GPS monitor, no return to the incident location, and an additional release condition that Mr. Auguste is not to be permitted to be in possession of any accelerants that could, any objects or materials that could be an accelerant with respect to fire, any flammable objects outside their normal course of why someone would be in possession of such items.
Okay, Mr. Auguste, who do you live with?
Myself?
Who do you live with?
Myself?
Okay. Do you have any family members?
Yeah, I have fuse.
Okay. They live here in Broward County?
Yes.
Do you see them at all?
Multiple of times.
Okay. All right. Mr. Gusty, I'm gonna impose a $5,000 bond with, and you're gonna be on an ankle monitor under, pretrial supervision. And then I'm gonna tell you that you can't have any lighters, matches, or anything that can start a fire. You're not allowed to have any of those things with you or on you. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah, I heard you.
All right.
Your Honor, charge no return.
Where was this place? Do we know?
It's at 3555 West Oakland Park Boulevard.
All right, sir, I don't know what kind of business is at this
It
location,
looks
but,
like it's a park. It says
It's a park?
Northgate Neighborhood Park.
okay, so you're not allowed to go back to that park, which is 3555 West Oakland Park Boulevard in Lauderdale Lakes. Do you understand that as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
good luck, sir.
It's good. 2500. I'll get in contact.
All right, Brian Sharp.
Mr. Sharp, come on up.
I saw that. It's called.
All right, Mr. Sharp, you're before the court for possession of methamphetamine. Count 2 is resisting without violence. Count 3 is felony violation of pretrial. You've been ROR'd on that matter and not for magistrate, so the court does find probable cause. And I'll hear as to bond.
Judge, nothing to add from the defense.
Okay. All right, so he's $1,000 bond on count 1. Matthew Lewandowski.
Mr. Lewandowski, come on up, sir.
Hey, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir. You're before the court for count 1 is DUI, alcohol or drugs. Count 2 is reckless driving. Count 3 is possession of cocaine. And count 4 is introducing contraband into the detention facility. The court does find probable cause.
Judge, at this time, can we ask to see if confinement status, can check to see if his bond was posted?
Okay? Okay. No, it's not showing yet.
Nothing to add, because it'll probably show soon, Judge.
All right, so the standard bonds are in place. Francisco Morales de Jesus,
Bonded, Judge.
okay? And how about Renan da Silva?
He's approaching, Judge.
Mr. Da Silva, you're before the court for 1 count of possession of cocaine, and count 2 is possession of THC, and the court does find probable cause.
Judge, we're just gonna be requesting a phone order.
All right? I'll sign that order, and you have a total of $2,000 bond. Chadwick Brown,
Mr. Brown, I've been advised bonded.
okay? William Rebolito,
Come on up, sir.
sir, you're before the court for 1 count of disorderly intoxication. Count 2 is resisting officer with violence, and count 4 is not for magistrate. Count 3 is not for magistrate, sorry. I do find probable cause. What does Mr. Rebolito wish to do?
Judge, we're gonna be asking the court to consider releasing Mr. Rebolito on pretrial release. He's 38 years old, been living here in South Florida now for about 5 years. He is employed. He works at Burger King. He's been in there employed now for 3 months, making about $8.50 an hour. He lives locally here in Sunrise where he rents a room, and his monthly rent is about $500. So from what he advised me, there's no one that's gonna be able to post his bond. So we're asking for the court to consider releasing him on pretrial release.
One moment, Judge.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Your Honor, this state would be opposing. 2016, he was convicted of battery on an emergency medical technician. He violated his probation on 3 separate occasions. His case prior to that, in 2015, attempted burglary of a structure. He was placed on pretrial. He had to be taken off pretrial because he committed a new law offense while he was out on pretrial in that case. It just seems like there's been issues. Anytime he's been given conditions to follow, there's been issues with him following them or staying out of trouble.
As to count 2, I'm going to impose a bond of $1,000. Tice Love,
Judge, can we put that on brief recall?
which one? Mr. Love?
Love, yes, yes.
We have
All right,
I think we have our interpreter.
I know.
Oh, okay.
All right, last name NGO, can we have him at this time?
He's approaching.
Okay,
Yes, sir. How do you pronounce the last name?
Last name,
No.
NGO, yeah.
No, okay.
all right, madam,
want to-
thank you for being here. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to translate, what language are you doing? To translate from Vietnamese to English and English to Vietnamese? Okay, thank you. All right. Sir, you are before the court this afternoon.
Anh Thân có mặt tại tòa ngày hôm nay,
One count of DUI.
tội uống rượu say.
Count 2 is DUI with damage to property.
Tội thứ hai là uống rượu mà làm phá hoại bất động sản.
Can she speak closer to the microphone, Judge?
I'm sorry. Can you hear me better?
Now I can.
All right, so we'll do it again. Count 1 is DUI, alcohol or drugs.
Tội thứ nhất là uống rượu say.
Count 2 is DUI with damage to property or person.
Tội thứ hai là uống rượu say mà làm hủy hoại bất động sản của người ta.
And count 3 is failure to use due care.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Failure to use due care. It's a traffic infraction.
Anh phạm tội giao thông. Tội thứ ba là tội phạm tội giao thông.
Okay. The court does find probable cause,
Tôi cảm thấy là anh có mang tội.
and so I will hear from the parties in regards to setting his bond.
Và bây giờ thì nghe hai bên xử để mà xem phán như thế nào.
Judge, I'm going to be asking the court to consider releasing Mr. No on pretrial release.
Tôi muốn xin tòa cho thả anh ra trước khi xử án.
My understanding, he's 70 years old and has been living here in South Florida for the past 40 years.
Tôi vừa biết là anh ta 70 tuổi và ở đây cũng một thời gian. I'm sorry, how many years he lived here?
40 years.
Và anh ta ở Florida này được 40 năm rồi.
He works here locally in a restaurant.
Anh ta làm việc ở đây ở nhà hàng ở gần đây.
He lives in Boca Raton,
sống ở Boca Raton
where he's been living with a friend in that location for the past 3 years.
và ở địa chỉ này với người bạn trong khoảng 30 năm nay rồi.
Now, he doesn't have any phone number memorized off the top of my head, but fortunately, when he was arrested, he has his phone with him.
Khi mà anh ta bị bắt thì có cái phone nhưng mà hiện giờ thì không nhớ được cái số phone đó là số gì.
So, if the court were not inclined to grant pretrial release, then I'm going to be asking for a phone order.
Thì nếu mà tòa không cho lệnh xử trước khi ra tòa thì tôi xin được lấy hồ sơ những cái số điện thoại đó.
But I believe since he doesn't have much contact with the criminal justice system, that's why I believe asking for pretrial release is reasonable.
Tôi biết là anh không có liên lạc gì được với hệ thống pháp lý cho nên tôi xin được xử trước tòa.
I have no objection to pretrial, Judge.
Tôi không có chống ý kiến gì cái vụ xử cả.
Okay, Mr. No will be released to pretrial supervision.
Ok, anh sẽ được thả ra để trước khi ra tòa.
I will give him a map, Judge.
All right.
Tôi sẽ cho anh bản đồ.
If the interpreter can let him
We're
know
giving
that
him,
he must report to pretrial.
Anh sẽ trình diện cho tới trước khi cái vụ xử đó.
By the time you get out today,
Từ sau khi mà anh được ra khỏi ngày hôm nay đó,
pretrial will be closed.
thì cái chỗ pretrial nó sẽ bị đóng cửa rồi.
So you need to report there tomorrow morning.
Thì ngày mai anh phải trở lại buổi sáng ngày mai.
If you don't report there, there's going to be a warrant issued for your arrest.
Nếu mà ngày mai mà anh không trở lại đó thì sẽ có bản truy tầm anh đó.
This piece of paper is a map showing you how to get to pretrial, sir.
Okay.
Giấy này là bản đồ để chỉ cho anh cách đường tới cái chỗ ngày mai pretrial. Ok.
Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Jason Edwards.
Judge, I've been informed he bonded.
Okay. And how about Dean Seeley?
We did him. I believe he was early.
These are 3 counts of theft.
Oh, we did him already. Yeah. Thank you. There's another PC there. So that one, you can throw that one out, because we had one, it was reset for the afternoon because there were 3, and this morning only had 1 on there. And then Tice Love,
He's on his way, Judge.
all right? I'm sorry? So throw away the one that has 1, because there's another one that has 3. That's why they reset it for this afternoon. All right, then on our misdemeanor, let's start with the misdemeanor hearing docket. We have Cortez Walker.
I believe Paul Ryan, Judge.
All right,
Your Honor, this is the second look.
yes,
I'm going to ask this matter be allowed to go before Judge Carpenter Toy. He, I believe, had felony VOPs also
okay,
that have been resolved. And according to the system, his expected release date is Saturday, May 4th. He has county sentence on his felony VOPs.
okay.
Certainly enough time for either the PD or, I don't know if the court wants, if could request of the clerk to have him set before Judge Carpenter Toy before Saturday the 4th.
All right, so he's resolved whatever else is holding him. This is the only case
Yes.
with several counts. So, Mr. Walker, you're going to go before your division judge if we can get this set as soon as possible. All right, and so the clerk will get you to your judge as soon as possible, okay? Because you're set to be released on May 4th, is my understanding on the other case. So we'll get you to court before then, all right?
All right.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Charles Yates,
Conti?
Yes, ma'am.
This was a second look on a violation of injunction stalking. Your Honor set $1,000 bond with the GPS. Based on the nature of the offense, I would ask that the court keep the bond and release conditions in place.
All right,
Your Honor?
yes, sir.
Can I say something? I came in with just $25. I have not contacted the victim in 8 months. There was only 4 months left. I do have a job, and I would, I would not. The victim is actually my mother, but I would not contact her any type of way. All I need is just to go back to work and continue working before I lose my job. And the only thing that's really going to mess with me on that would be the ankle monitor. And maybe we could do like some kind of other way of maybe calling or something.
No, I'm gonna deny that. This is, this is a violation of an injunction that was already ordered by another judge for you to have no contact. So I'm take no action today on this case. All right, Trevor Dorsey.
I believe his bond's been posted.
Dorsey bonded. And how about Jonathan Samudo?
Mr. Samudio is here present, Judge at Maine. Come on up, Mr. Samudio. Oh, wait. Oh, he went to the restroom, Judge.
All right. How about Herbert Polk?
Ryan.
Hold on, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Polk. This is a 30-day motion, is it? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, no. This wasn't a 30-day motion, it's a second look. I don't believe. Let me
Herbert
check.
Polk?
I don't think I ever got a notice of a motion filed.
When he came before the court, or when he came through first appearance before, it looks like there were violations of probation matters.
Yes, he was state sentenced, Your Honor.
Okay,
On the 17th, so that's why he's back there.
okay, so, but the charge that I have in front of me is a DUI.
He's gonna have to go in front of.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, Mr. Polk, no action will be taken at this time. You'll go before your division judge on the remaining charges, okay?
I appreciate you.
All right. Lindsay McPherson?
Oh, Judge, whenever you're ready, Mr. Samudio is back.
Okay. All right. Lindsay McPherson?
He's coming, ma'am. Lindsay.
All right, Mr. McPherson is here for a second look.
it's a DWLS, Your Honor. The issue, from what I can tell, is he's also being held on an out-of-state parole violation hold.
Okay.
I don't know how much communication he's had with counsel about the possible ramifications.
Oh, is this the one from Judge Malika?
Yes.
Okay.
Asking that he be placed on the sanction list.
Yeah.
He signed a waiver in extradition for it.
Okay.
Wants to resolve his case.
Okay. Yeah, she did, Judge Malika did tell me that something was coming back.
It's fine with me as long as, and obviously, I know Your Honor always does, we'll advise him that none of us knows what, potential ramifications there could be.
All right,
as far as taking this
so,
plea.
so Mr. McPherson, I know that you were before the extradition judge, Judge Malika, and, they can't send you because send you away because you have this pending charge. But there is no way for us to know how this new charge is going to affect whatever you have somewhere else.
It won't.
Okay, so State, do you have an offer for him?
The offer would be a time served. adjudication
All
time
right,
served.
so, Mr. McPherson, if you wish to resolve this today, the sentence will be adjudication and time served.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please raise your hand as best you can. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. McPherson, is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Do you need any more time to speak with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that you do have the right to go to trial, but by taking a plea today, you're giving up that right.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes.
Yes, ma'am.
What plea do you wish to enter, sir?
Plead guilty.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I accept your no contest plea, find that it's freely and voluntarily given, and your sentence, sir, is adjudication and time served. Good luck.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then who do we have back at the main jail?
God bless them all.
Mr. Samudio, Judge.
Mr.
Good afternoon,
Samudi.
Mr. Powell.
Samudio, okay. Good afternoon. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Samudio was arrested on April 15th. It's drug paraphernalia and trespassing. Is there anything?
This is another case, Your Honor, where I'd ask that it be, to go to division.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, when he was arrested, there were also, felony holds on him.
Judge, that is correct. It was a violation of probation. He saw Judge McHugh. He resolved that he's county sentenced. Judge, at this time, these are two misdemeanor offenses. He's wishing to ask the court if the court would consider resolving this for a time served today.
So these two cases were not before Judge McHugh.
He's county sentenced till May 5th, Your Honor. He has plenty of time to go before Judge Levy. Your Honor may recall, this trespass involved going into someone's home. He was seen on camera moving the surveillance camera out of view. This wall,
Yeah. All right, I'm not taking any action today. He can go before his division judge where maybe there's be a little bit more time to investigate what's going on here. All right?
And Judge, the other gentleman has been brought, his name was, Tice Love. He was on recall.
All right.
Mr. Love, come on up.
All right, Mr. Love, you have a violation of parole. It's a no bond hold, and so you will be going before the parole board shortly, okay? I don't know the exact date, but it'll be soon. All right?
no one asked me anything. That's even more so, because no judge in Broward has.
All right, on the felony hearing docket,
That's even more so for those.
we have Maurice Jones.
He bonded.
He bonded. Robert Terwigler.
Paul Ryan, Judge.
This is a motion to release, Your Honor.
Yes.
State has not yet filed an information. He's entitled to release.
All right, sir, your motion for release will be granted at this time. As the state has not formally filed the charges, sir, it does not mean that they cannot file the charges. So you need to pay attention to your mail to see if they do file the charges and if you'll have to come back to court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Antoine Holston?
Your present judge approaching. Come on up, sir.
This is a motion to release. He has two cases on the docket, Your Honor.
Oh, wait, there's two?
Yeah, page 4 and page 6.
Okay.
Your Honor, the state has filed an information. The charges on the case on count 6 were merged into the case number on page 4.
Okay.
So I just ask that Your Honor deny both motions. The jail will update the bonds when they receive the paperwork,
All right.
which should be today.
All right, so the information has been filed,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm going to deny the motion for RRR. All right, good luck, sir. And then Philip Disk.
Mr. Disk. He's approaching, Judge.
right. He's got a 30-day motion as well.
Yes, ma'am, and the state has not filed an information on these charges. He is entitled to an ROR on these charges.
All right, so Mr. Disk, the court signed, I'm signing the motion to release you on your own recognizance because the state has not formally filed the charges. It does not mean that they can't file the charges after this, so you need to, check your mail, check online to see if they do follow through, and if you have to come back to court. All right, good luck, sir. William Haller.
Mr. Haller, Northbrook.
So Haller is it?
No, Broward.
Mr. Haller is a 30-day motion as well.
And the state has filed an information, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Haller, you were brought before the court today on a 30-day motion. The state has formally filed the charges, so no action will be taken today on that motion. All right?
So I'll go to court later?
You'll go, yes. You'll go before your division judge for arraignments and other proceedings, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Maurice Williams Jr.
Sir, come on up.
All right, so on Mr., I don't have
This
arrest
was-
dates on
Your
this,
Honor, he was arrested, this is a second look, he was arrested April 15th.
okay?
It's a filed not in custody case where originally Judge Merrigan set a $7,500 bond on the grand theft. Your Honor kept it at $7,500. The allegations were that he unlocked a gate, entered a business, that being a Burger King after hours, went into the business, opened a money vault, and removed a little over $1,300 in cash. It appears he was an employee or a former employee. He had as far as Broward priors, a possession of PVP in 2015, where he was arrested in 2015 and then again in 2018, both times on capiases for failing to appear in court.
All right,
As you can see, his only contact with the criminal justice system is that drug offense. This is a nonviolent offense. There's no way he can afford to post this bond, so he's asking to be released on pretrial release.
that's going to be denied. I'll leave the bond in place. Let's go to Otis Archie.
Conti?
And this is also a 30-day motion, Your
Yes.
Honor. State has not filed an information. Mr. Archie is entitled to release on these charges.
All right, Mr. Archie, I'm assigning an order granting a motion for release on your own recognizance. The state has not formally filed the charges as of today's date. So what that means is, it doesn't mean that they can't file the charges. It just means that you are going to have to keep checking to see if you have to come back to court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck, sir. Maurice Jones.
Scott Bondage. Chevin Scott. Do you have notes when he got out of state prison?
And then Chevin Scott.
Scott? Good afternoon, Mel.
Good afternoon. He's a second look, Mr. Scott.
It's a second look at a grand theft auto, Your Honor. I can tell you in 2014, he was convicted on 3 separate cases. The charges were robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon, burglary of a dwelling, strong-arm robbery. He was sentenced to 5 years state prison on each of those cases on a youthful offender. And he was just released from state prison, as you just heard, last November. I'd ask, Your Honor, I believe kept the bond at $1,000, and I'd ask that that bond be kept in place.
All right, I will leave no action today. I will not make any changes today, sir. All right, good luck. All right. Robert Weber.
Mr. Weber, come on up, please.
Sure. You showing no more whole lot in jail.
Your main.
Mr. Weber has,
Okay, so he is being held. Yeah. Your Honor,
yes.
this is a second look motion. I'm being advised he was just, I don't know exactly when, but somewhat recently, charged with a no bond violation of pretrial hold on a warrant. So I'd ask that the court not take any action since he's being held no bond.
Okay. All right, no action on Mr. Weber. And then on Carrie Ann Veazey,
She bonded,
okay. How about Ivy Garcia,
bonded as well.
Angela Amonte,
Paul Ryan.
all right. Ms. Amonte's here for a second look. How are you, ma'am?
Ms. Amonte has a very lengthy history, Your Honor. Frankly, I think, just my opinion, probably the best thing for her, would, if she would be interested, would be the SAP program.
Judge, I did speak to her briefly. She indicated she has no money to bond out. There's no way for her to bond out at this point in time. I don't know if the court would consider RORing her. She's been in custody now for about a week. We would just ask the court to consider that.
It was dropped.
Does she have any other charges pending?
Nothing pending, just, let's see. Oh, she, yeah. I'll, and, Your Honor, and more, and in addition to that, the last time she was put on pretrial, she was taken, Judge Colra had to sign a warrant for violating pretrial because she was required to report 2 days a week via telephone. She did not do that. She was supposed to submit to a drug evaluation within 7 days of her release. She did not do that. She was supposed to submit to monthly random urinalysis. She did not do that.
All right, I'll take no action on Ms. Amonte's case. If you need an order for her to go to SAP, I'll be happy to do that.
Ma'am, if I can just ask her, Judge.
Sure.
Ma'am, the judge isn't going to change your bond this morning. Would you want to go to a drug program while you're in jail? Or would you prefer just not to go to any programs and just waiting for your court date?
I can ROR.
The judge isn't going to do
No.
that today. So if you want, she'll sign an order allowing you to go to a drug program in the jail. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to do it.
So I gotta go to SAP?
If you want to.
You don't have to. I'm just saying if you want to, I will sign an order for you to go. But you don't have to.
I go to SAP.
Okay. All right, I'll sign the order. Good luck, ma'am. Andrea Lara Quinte.
She turned 49 later.
All right, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Your Honor, this is a second look at a possession of alprazolam. While I can't be certain, I suspect one of the things the court took into consideration in keeping the bond at 1,000 was Ms. Larasuente had a hearing in drug court before Judge Lerner Wren 4 days before this arrest on a possession of drug paraphernalia. It was in that matter, it's alleged to be in possession of a crack pipe.
Judge, I can tell the court she probably could have bonded out prior. Her father just recently passed away. I think I was in court the last time when she had come through originally. I know that that was basically her sole support, so she has nobody that can go and post her bond at this point.
Okay.
She doesn't know any other numbers of family members in that. It was just her dad that she knew. So based on that, Judge, I'm asking the court if the court would consider RORing her at this point.
And additionally, Your Honor, she currently has a warrant pending in Dade County. It's a Dade County pickup only.
And I apologize, so the court's aware, what's happened in the past, that drug paraphernalia case that's in drug court right now, she was given an ROR in that case last year. She was arrested April 1st of this year for a case on that. She was given an ROR and was released April 9th, and then 6 days later, she was before Your Honor on a new drug possession.
All right, Miss Lara Quinte, I'm going to release you to pretrial supervision with random drug testing. And you might want to make the best of this time, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. John Pace.
Mr. Pace is here at Main, Judge. He's approaching.
All right, Mr. Pace has a $1,000 bond on a grand theft charge.
That is correct, Judge. Mr. Payson speaking to him, unfortunately, he is homeless. He's 49 years old, been living here almost half of his life. From what Mr. Pace advised me, he thinks he would do really well being released to ROR. Judge, so that's what we're going to be asking on Mr. Pace's behalf.
I've done well on it before.
For him to be released to ROR.
I don't know why there's any reason to believe he would do very well being released to ROR. He's already been, I see he's been arrested already this year on a capias from defrauding an innkeeper. That is while he was on probation for possession of cocaine. He got out of custody January 13th. September 27th of last year, he was arrested on the capias on the same defrauding an innkeeper case and another capias on a trespass. He was ROR'd on the defrauding an innkeeper, which he then failed to go to court on again. May of 2018, he failed to go to court on the defrauding innkeeper case, got arrested on a capias. 2017, arrest on another capias or failed to appear in court on trespass, and was arrested on new charges at that time as well. It looks like, Your Honor, every time he's been given an ROR and the case was filed, he didn't show up in court. And now he's before the court today where he went into, allegedly, a Target, stole multiple items with a total value of $350.
Judge, the only thing, and speaking to Mr. Pace, he advised me he was not on probation this year.
I wasn't.
All right, I'm going to deny the ROR at this time. His bond will remain at $1,000.
Judge, our only request then is, would Your Honor enter an order recommending that he be admitted into the life skills program, so hopefully that can help him out so he can maybe
Sure.
find employment when he gets out.
Sure.
Thank you.
Benny Daniel.
He's approaching, Judge. He's here at Main. Come on up, sir. Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Daniel is here on a second look.
That is correct, Judge. I believe he has a bond of $4,100. There's nobody that's going to be able to afford to post his monetary bond. Now, he did tell me that he is working. He works at a restaurant called Alibi Restaurant, in which he is a server, and I believe they're still holding his job for him. So, Judge, he wants to be released on pretrial release. He will be coming back to court is what he advised me. That's what we are asking for, Judge.
I can tell you, Your Honor, the allegations are at a local nightclub, literally across the street from where he's saying he works. He became irate after he was told to leave, and they refused to serve him. He threw chairs at one employee before striking the employee in the head numerous times with a closed fist and biting the employee on the right forearm and hand, causing injuries. When another, it looks like co-worker, victim 2, attempted to intervene, he kicked this person and bit this person on the right hand, causing injuries. Law enforcement arrived. He kicked officers in the legs, attempted to bite one officer's hands, and once at the hospital, he kicked another officer again, shouting, "I'm going to kill you." I'm done.
In addition, Your Honor, he's currently appears to be on probation in Georgia for a simple battery that he's got December 28th, 2018, in the state of Georgia, he was arrested for a DUI that appears to be pending.
All right, we'll deny the ROR. The bonds will remain in
Judge,
place.
then our only request is would the court enter an order allowing him, or recommending him be placed in the SAP program?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can't murder. Worst I can do is say no.
All right, I believe that is the end of our afternoon hearings.